New here at 10 o'clock, an upstate community has proven that anything is possible. After nearly a decade of fighting for a piece of their history, the people of Pelzer finally have a historic plot of land back in their hands.
And as Fox Carolina's Alexa Erbach explains, it's a story that took root really more than a century ago.
Well, I was born in 1942.
83-year-old Mac Arnold still remembers the 2-mile route he used to take to school.
It's between this house and the house up the hill.
A shortcut from his house to the schoolhouse.
Some of those days was rough. You know, back in those days, we had colder winters. Hands just feel like somebody's sticking you with needles. Your hands are so cold.
But when he stepped inside,
we had an old pot belly heater in the school, and you go in there and you throw out your hands.
The building that brought him warmth during those frigid winters, Chapman Grove School, named after Pelzer native and professor John Chapman. It was a Rosenwald school, one of several schools built in the 1920s to help black children who faced little opportunities in the rural South.
They would teach the children all kinds of how to use your hands and live in this agricultural world.
Pelzer resident and historian Tom Stitt says the school graduated hundreds of black students for nearly 4 decades. In the 70s, the Chapman Grove Community Club granted Greenville County 5 acres of land once used for growing crops to be used as a park, under the stipulation that it would go back to the club if it ever closed, which it did in the 90s. But last year, the county tried to sell the land to a developer.
The contract was even very clear. It was written that way. The architect from the early 70s, when they wrote it, made it such that it was clearly, if it wasn't a park, it needs to be reverted back.
Charles Curitan, John Chapman's grandson, says the county thought the land was theirs to sell since the club no longer existed. That's when neighbors stepped up and got the land back.
It's that community effort, and building houses just don't make the community.
Those newly preserved acres over here are right across the street from where the old schoolhouse used to be, behind this forested area where trees and time have now taken over where it once stood. Still standing, though, this cannery, where students used to learn how to preserve foods, and an old dormitory where teachers and out-of-town students once lived.
I didn't know that was there. I had no clue. I knew New Pleasant Grove Church was there, and I knew those buildings were there, but I had no clue. And like I said, I've been here 45 years, 2 miles from there.
Councilman Rick Bradley, one of many hoping more people will now visit the area to learn about Chapman Grove.
I see there being a regeneration of interest here, and that could spark something as in the future to keep building on.
Arnold looking forward to the unveiling of the site's historic marker in September, which hopes to draw other surviving alums.
I'm just anxious to see who all is still alive.
Alexa Erbach, Fox Carolina News.